These men don't deny they're the fathers of these babies, but their own mothers do.
What's going on here? It's all about the grandma.
This baby is not your baby.
We planned on having a baby. It was something we wanted.
Think they look alike?
Yeah, they look just alike.
He's a liar. He's not the father. You trapped my son.
Yeah,
okay?
I didn't trap
a lot of people.
Is his mother right?
Eddie?
Albert doesn't deny Brenda's child, but Albert's mother sure does.
Baby Al is not my grandson.
She don't want to be his mama. She wants to be his girl.
You are a liar. That ain't my son's baby. Look, nothing from that evil witch.
I feel sorry for you. That's the only way it's going to be settled.
Yes, it sure is.
Albert?
And more paternity pandemonium you have to see to believe.
They've been married 8 years. 5 kids.
He claims it.
He's not the father of any of these children.
You're not my kid, Melania. You whatever. We gonna see. We gonna see.
And this woman has no idea if her boyfriend or her boyfriend's stepbrother is the father.
What makes him think that he's a better man to take care of Evan than me?
You had the right to be there, and you denied that right.
Which brother is the father? Keith denies her son for one reason.
He don't make boys, he make girls.
Only make girls.
Keith?
You the hoe. You the hoe. No, you the hoe.
Families in crisis that need the DNA results.
Everyone, this is Eddie, and sitting next to Eddie is his girlfriend, KK. Now, you see, right now, both Eddie and KK are being tortured by Eddie's own mother, Grace, who says...
Exactly.
You see, Grace says she's positive Eddie is not the father of KK's 1-year-old daughter, Jada. What's going on here? It's all about the grandma. Watch.
KK was just 15 when she met and fell in love with her boyfriend, Eddie. But it was clear from day one that Eddie's mother did not approve.
From the first time Eddie introduced me to his mom, Grace, she took one look at me and said, I don't like her.
KK and my mother, they have never gotten along. And it's killing me because I love both of these women with all my heart.
Defying his mother, things got worse when KK got pregnant. And Grace immediately began to deny that her son was the father.
When I called Grace and let her know I was having a girl, she hung up on me.
My mother's denying Jada baby because of the rumors she had heard around town about KK. She would not accept my daughter at all.
To make matters worse, Eddie and KK are struggling, and Grace will not lift a finger to help.
KK and I are homeless right now, living in the shelter. And my mother just wants me to get up and abandon my whole family. My mother raised me to be a gentleman and take care of my family, and now she just wants me to abandon them?
I want my child to have a grandmother, and right now she don't have that bond with her grandmother. And it really hurts me.
So now we have and here's Eddie caught in the middle. He has the love here for KK, he has the love here for this child, and the love for his mother. And you're caught in the middle.
Yeah.
You can go home if you want.
Nah, I can't do that.
No?
Nah.
Why not?
Because that's my daughter, so it's like...
You're sure?
We didn't just have sex, you know what I mean? We planned on having a baby, you know what I'm trying to say? So it was something we wanted. So I'm not just going to leave her.
Why has your mother gotten so riled up about this?
Well, it's probably because, you know, they never liked each other since day one.
You's a liar! You's a liar! He's not the father!
And she said I wasn't right for her son.
That's not Eddie's baby! That's not my son's baby! Don't cry! Don't cry!
Well,
I'm here to protect my son!
All right.
That's my son! I'm here to protect him!
Well, this is what Grace had to say.
You're gonna find out today.
We're going to bring her out. Here's what she had to say.
Okay, there's no more running today because everybody gonna know what kind of hood rat you really are. And Eddie, I warned you 1,000 of times that this baby is not your baby. I look at the baby and I just have no connection at all with the baby. The baby don't look like me. The baby don't look like none of my grandkids, my son, nothing. Eddie, when the tests come back and they say you're not the father, Leave the hood rat bitch alone. Your mother's here for you with her arm. And for you, your little hood rat bitch, you better run away. Run away.
Everybody, here's Grace. Come on out.
Look just like him. Baby don't look like you. Like him. My son, my grandkids. You a liar. Today. And this is my son.
Grace.
That's not his baby. Look at him. Look at him. Just like him. Look at him. Just like him. No. Look at my. Why the baby look like me? Because me and you don't like each other. All right. Okay. And that's why we came out black. That's why we came out black. You so very disrespectful. That's why. All right. And I'm gonna continue being a little hood rat. All right. I'm gonna continue being disrespectful. She's so disrespectful. And I'm going to continue being. Okay, and I'm going to continue to call you a hood rat. So call me
It's like this, you know what I'm trying to say? My moms love me.
They don't like
KK love me. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mildly.
KK love me, my moms love me, and I'm stuck in the middle. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to tell my moms, you know what I mean? I wasn't just out there messing with any girl. You know what I'm trying to say? Me and KK planned to have this baby. You know what I'm trying to say? So when she get pregnant and had a baby, you expect me to just bounce and leave and come home?
This is what I don't understand.
I can't do that right there.
Your son.
16. Straight up. You're 43 years old. You need to grow up.
Like I said last time.
Grace,
like
your son, they're living in a shelter.
You can
provide a home for them.
You know why they in a shelter? Because you see my son, he had CDL license driving the damn truck.
That was after.
No, it wasn't.
After. Yes, it was.
Every day,
yes,
she used to call and go, oh, Eddie, my stomach. Oh, Eddie, I don't have this. The boy used to leave his job and come to your ass. That's why y'all in a damn shelter.
No, that's not
We're going to figure this out right now. This is the moment of truth. In the case of 1-year-old Jada, Eddie, you are the father.
What you got to say now? What you got to say now?
Thank you, baby. Protecting my son. Now he welcome. Now I can welcome. Now I can welcome my granddaughter. Okay? Now I can welcome my granddaughter. I'm sure.
I'm a hood rat.
You was a hood, you still a hood rat.
Yeah, I'm a hood rat, but I'm a
Grace,
hood rat.
you going to apologize to her?
Hell to the Eno.
And that's right. I don't need an apology because I'm not going to accept it anyway.
I'm trying to teach her.
I already proved what I had to prove.
Go to school. I'm a mother. I'm supposed to talk to her like that. She's a child to me.
I don't have one. I don't need one.
I
don't need a mother. And I don't like you neither. I'm never going to like you. You crazy?
You ever marry you?
Crazy.
I know who the father of my son is. It's Dustin. You need to find your own baby daddy. He's been told by many doctors that he can't have children. Why would I believe a slut like Heather over a doctor? You want to see my cell phone when he sent me a picture of him without his shirt on?
Month-old David, Dustin, 5 kids. He claims he's not the father of any of these children.
You're not my kid, Melania. You whatever. We gonna see.
He claims he's not the father of any of these children.
You're not my kid, Melania. You whatever. We gonna see. We gonna see.
And this woman has no idea if her boyfriend or her boyfriend's stepbrother is the father.
What makes him think that he's a better man to take care of Evan than me?
You had the right to be there, and you denied that right.
Which brother is the father? You
This is Vanessa, and this is Vanessa's husband, Trorinthian. They have been married, they've been married 8 years. And these are Vanessa's 5 kids. Till months ago, Vanessa says she and Troy were one big happy family.
Yes, we were.
Until all of a sudden, Troy comes up with this idea. He's not the father of any of these children. He says he's not the father because he claims a man knocked on his door claiming that he was the father. So then he begins to think, well, if he's the father of 2, there must be somebody else who's the father of the other 3. Watch this.
I'm here to prove to my husband, Trorinthian, that he is the father of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my kids. I've been pregnant for the last 6 years. And how does he repay me? By denying my kids? I don't think so. Trorinthian says these kids don't look like him, but they all look alike. They look like quadruplets. Trorinthian better be ready when Maury says you are the father for Trorinthian, Khalil, Jordan, Koran, and Asante. And when it does, he better get on his knees and apologize to me. I want him to apologize to me, Maury.
You do?
Yes, I do. How can he sit up and deny 5 beautiful kids?
Wait a minute. Y'all been together 8 years.
8 years. I gave him 8 years of my life, 6 pregnancies and 3 years of marriage. So how can he sit up here and deny my kids?
He says this guy knocked on the door and said that he was the father of 2 of your kids.
It was a rumor, Maury. He might was dreaming or fascinated with this guy. I want to know what guy he's talking about, Maury. Because it was a guy, that guy going to help me take care of my kids, Maury. I don't know what you talking about.
You know who your baby dad is. Stop trying to put it on me.
He says you go out all the time. You go to the club.
I go out, I work, I clean, I take care of my kids. Where do I go out?
All right. This is what he had to say. Watch this, everybody.
I need answers today. I think my wife Vanessa been lying and cheating on me. I didn't start denying these kids up until 3 months ago. And I don't think that these are my kids. Vanessa loves going out to the club. My friends told me they seen her bumping the ground out on the dance floor. One of those guys may be those kids' father. One day a man come knocking on my door, saying he was demanding to see his kids. And I know I'm not the father of these kids now. Trorinthian, Khalil, Jordan, Koran, Asante, they don't have none of my physique. All my nappy hair, they look straight Mexican. Well, Mr. Maury, read that DNA test and it proves that I'm not damn one of those kids' father, you're getting a boot.
And here he is. Here's Trorinthian.
How you gonna sit up here and deny? You not my kid, Melania, you whatever. We gonna see.
Troy.
How you doing, sir?
You all been together 8 years. Look how far apart you are.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You're
sir.
married.
Yes, sir.
You love those children.
Oh, yes, sir. I love them kids, Maury.
And you're a good father. I read you're
Yes, sir.
You're a
Yes,
very
sir.
good father.
Yes, sir.
So why would you deny this?
All these rumors, Maury.
Rumors?
Yes, sir. About she going out to the club.
Ain't no rumors. What you talking
She ain't
about?
out, Maury. She ain't out to the club.
Whatever, but when he
Every
reads
weekend,
the
every other
results, we
weekend,
gonna
Maury.
see.
Guy
We gonna
came to
see
my
who the
house.
father.
Hey, all right,
We gonna see who's the father. We gonna see who's the father.
We will see.
Yeah, we will see.
I know.
I want to know about this man, this so-called man. Did you see this man, or did you just hear about
In
him?
his dream, Maury, in his dream.
Shut up, let me talk. Shut up, let me talk to Mr. Maury. Look at Mr. Maury. No, I didn't see him, but anonymous guy came knocking at the door.
Right.
And he said he wanted to see his kid. So
Wow.
I asked Vanessa.
Wow.
I'm like, who this is? She was like, I don't know him.
Just
Tell me-
man up and take care of your kids.
Shut
That's
up,
what
shut
you
up,
do.
man. Let me talk.
That's
shut up, man. Let me talk.
what you do. That's what you do. Man up. Man up and take care of yours.
going to find out right now.
Let's go.
We're talking about 5 kids, so I got 2 pages to read here.
Look at them, they look just alike. They look just alike.
Okay, here we go.
1. Here go 1. Let's go,
In the
y'all.
case of 5-year-old Trorinthian Jr. Trorinthian, you are the father.
Here go 2.
In the case of 4-year-old Kalia, Trorinthian, you are the father. In the case of 3-year-old Jordan, Trorinthian, you are the father.
3. Child support gonna kill his behind.
Wait a minute. In the case of 2-year-old Karan, Corinthian, you are the father. In the case of 11-month-old Asante, Corinthian, you are the father.
I want you on your knees. I want you on your knees and apologize to me for 8 years. 8 years. 6 years of pregnancy, 3 years of marriage. You owe me an apology.
I'm sorry, okay?
What's up?
Oh, man.
What you?
Hey,
You guys gonna be a nice, happy family now?
yes, everything's all right now.
It's okay now?
Yeah,
I hope so. I hope
yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Thank you,
Uncle
Maury.
Bye.
This woman has no idea if her boyfriend or her boyfriend's stepbrother is the father.
What makes him think that he's a better man to take care of Evan than me?
You had the right to be there and you denied that right.
Which brother is the father? Keith denies her son for one reason.
He don't make boys. He make girls.
Oh, that girl.
Keith,
You
you are not. We have with us Jessica and her boyfriend Adam. Now, Jessica and Adam are praying that a paternity test proves that Adam is the father of their 3-year-old son, Evan. Unfortunately, there is only one other man who could be baby's father, and that is Adam's stepbrother, Ricky.
Oh my God.
This is Jessica and Adam's story.
I'm here today because I have a 3-year-old son named Evan, and I'm not sure who his father is. It could be between 2 stepbrothers, Adam and Ricky. Slept with them both within the same week. I know that was wrong, but I was young and I made a mistake. I did believe that it was Ricky at first.
Because Jessica was so sure that Ricky was the father, I accepted it.
As Evan gets older, I realize he looks a lot more like Adam.
Ricky wasn't stepping up and being a father to Evan, so I made a decision to be there for him. Now everyone is saying Evan looks like me and is convincing me that he is my son.
I'm currently with Adam, and he is an amazing father to Evan. I want more than anything for this DNA test to say that Adam is Evan's father.
Jessica, you embarrassed?
Yeah, a little bit. Actually, a lot. You do a lot of things when you're young and, stupid, and it affects your life, and you never realize how much it'll affect anybody else's.
You knew they were stepbrothers.
Yes.
And so then you went from Adam to Ricky.
And
you thought Ricky was the
I
father.
really thought Ricky was. That's one reason why I stopped talking with Adam.
So Adam, you were kind of the odd guy out in the beginning here because she thought Ricky was the father.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't even assume, she didn't even think that I could be the father.
Well, if that hurt so bad, how come you all end up together?
Oh, I had left for a while, and then when Ricky and them started talking, I started hanging out with my brother. And then she saw me and I saw Evan. And the whole time, through all the years, I've been keep hearing, before I even saw Evan again, I heard that Evan looked like me. His mama said that Evan looked like me.
You and your brother get along?
We haven't talked since all this has happened.
How long has that been?
A couple months.
Before we meet Ricky, he had a different outlook on this. Watch.
I'm really mad, and I'm sick of being lied to. Jessica told me I was Evan's father, and now she's changed her mind. Now she said that Adam's Evan's father, and that's not right. I think she did this because I didn't want to be with her, and Adam did. Jessica only looks out for herself, and it's ridiculous. Adam has now took the son I believe to be mine as his own. What makes him think that he's a better man to take care of Evan than me? Because of this situation, me and my brother are barely on speaking terms. Thanks to you, Jessica, that has all been thrown away because of your lies.
All right, he's angry. Here's Ricky. All haven't talked in a while, huh?
That's right.
Can you all make up?
Oh, yeah, I love my brother. He's still my brother.
You were lied to. By whom?
By Jessica.
Why?
Because she claimed for the first 2 years that the child was mine.
You knew what was going on, you knew what happened, and you were completely fine with that. And when I took you to court, you denied the paternity test.
You got a tattoo?
Yeah.
What's it say?
Evan.
A big deal, you got a tattoo, and what have you done? What have you done? You ain't done a damn...
I tried to help. You wouldn't even let my my...
You had the right, had the right to be there. You had the right to be there. I gave you that right, and you denied that right.
No, I
You had that chance. You lost it.
You think... We're going to find out right now. Comes to 3-year-old Evan. Ricky, you are not the father. When it comes to 3-year-old Evan, Adam, you are the father. You're the step uncle.
That's right.
That's what you are. That's fine.
You are going to be an uncle. I'm a grown adult. You know, I made a mistake when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, we are still part of a family. So, I mean, grow up and play the part. You couldn't be the daddy, be the damn uncle.
Keith denies her son for one reason.
He don't make boys, he make girls.
Oh, that girl. Keith. You the hoe. You the hoe.
You are not. Sheena met the man of her dreams when Keith came into her life. Now, together, they were on cloud 9. Then they discover that Sheena's pregnant. But all of a sudden, the happiness comes to an abrupt end when Sheena reveals that she was having a baby boy. You see, Keith truly believes he cannot make boys. And that's when he began to accuse Sheena of cheating. Watch this.
Keith promised me a fairy tale, and he played me for a fool. I thought we was going to have a perfect life together, but instead, I have a 4-year-old with no father. When I first got pregnant, Keith was doing everything the right way. He was rubbing my feet. He was bringing me food. Anything I was asking for, he brought it. Keith asked to name my son after him, but then he didn't even sign a birth certificate. In 4 years, Keith hasn't done a damn thing for my son. I've been doing everything by myself, and I'm sick and tired of it. When Maury reads you are the father, Keith's gonna make up the 4 years he missed out of my son's life.
Albert.
Now, did you all plan?
We planned it.
You planned it?
We planned it.
What's this thing about him only making girls?
Because he have 3 girls, and he said he don't make boys, he make girls.
Only make girls.
Boy, please, you made a boy by me. You made a boy by me.
This is what Keith had to say.
I was a great boyfriend to Sheena. I would have done anything for her. One night, I was sitting at home waiting for Sheena. She didn't show up to noon the next day. Sheena came up pregnant after she told me she cheated on me. Even Sheena's own family says this not my baby. Sheena had the nerve to name her baby Keith Jr. after me. I never gave her permission to do that. The doctors told me the exact date when Sheena got pregnant. I looked at my calendar. I was at work that day. There's no way I'm the father of Keith Jr. When Maury reads I'm not the father, I want my name back. She can name the baby John Doe, Jane Doe. I don't want my name back.
All right, everybody, here's Keith. Keith, come on out.
You the block hoe.
Keith, I would be proud to have a son. Wouldn't you?
Not by her. No, not by her. She ain't nothing but a block hoe.
Keith, by the way, I've never heard that.
Like you, because you don't do nothing for him.
Hey, I don't do nothing for him because he ain't mine. He ain't mine. Hey, your own when you was 4 months pregnant, she said you cheated up on me.
Never told you that. Because I never cheated on you. You cheated on me.
Hey, I was at work at the time. You can see.
Now you wasn't even working then.
I was working. How in the hell you going to tell me?
Keith, back off. I want to talk to me. First of all, Keith, I got a couple questions. You don't think that child looks like you?
No.
Do you believe that you can't make boys?
Yeah, I do. Well, yeah, I do believe that.
We're going to find out right now. When it comes to 4-year-old Keith Jr., Keith, you are the father. All it is to take care of this child. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's correct, okay?
So is that what you gonna do?
Yeah,
you gonna help me take care of my son?
Yeah, I'm going to be a good father to him. Okay?
And that's what I want.
Thank you, Danny.
Come on.
Now you know.
Now I know.
I'm sorry, okay?
Albert doesn't deny Brenda's child, but Albert's mother sure does.
Baby Al is not my grandson.
Well, nothing from the evil witch. You are a liar.
That's the only way it's going to be said.
Yes, it sure is.
Albert. You are not. This is Brenda. For the last 3 years, Brenda has shared her world with a man named Albert. They even have a beautiful 1-year-old baby together named Albert II. But it's not perfect in Brenda's world because of this woman, Albert's mother, Rhonda. You see, Rhonda insists that's not her grandchild. She's causing this couple complete and total turmoil. We're going to meet Albert and his mother in a moment, but first, you say Rhonda is destroying you and Albert's life.
She absolutely is. She is totally ruined in our relationship. Like, she don't want to be his mama. She wants to be his girl. I am the woman in his life. You know what I mean? That is a lie. His
Are you
mom.
all still together?
Yeah, we're still together.
Why doesn't she like you?
Because I'm not going to bow down to her anymore. As long as I was bowing down, we got along. But I'm not bowing down.
We're going to meet Albert's mother, but this is what she had to say. Watch this.
I gave Brenda the benefit of the doubt until she crossed the line when she would not allow me to have my grandson till he was almost 8 months old. Anytime I had the opportunity to be around him, I looked and searched for my son and was unable to find him. This baby does not look like my son. I bought that family everything. And one night I get a phone call that she is throwing everything that I bought them out the window. That's not acceptable. All of Brenda's lies are going to end today. Baby Al is not my grandson.
Don't put her beside me. Don't.
Yeah, but Brenda, I got to
don't
ask
put her
you something
beside
before
me.
I bring her out, okay?
That's such. She chose not to be in his life. She chose that, not me.
Okay. Did you throw the stuff out?
Absolutely. I don't want nothing from the evil witch. I don't want a damn thing in my house from her.
Here's Ron. Rhonda,
We'll see you.
Why is it that child your son's?
Because he don't look like him. The hell he don't.
Oh,
How don't he? That's his nose, his ears. You know what I mean? That is him. No, he's not. He's got my color. True enough. But oh, freaking well, that is still his baby.
That ain't my son's baby. Look at him.
She's going to look real stupid. You're living in the
my son did not.
The hell it was.
Roll the tape.
Maury, she
Roll
was
the tape.
I've been with Brenda for a while, and I love her more than anything. Everything was fine for a while. Then my mother told me that she thought that Albie wasn't mine, and I was crushed. I can't believe that my mother would deny my own son, but she has it in her head that Brenda is no good. I'm so sick and tired of being in the middle of Brenda and my mother's fights. This sneaks in so we can be one happy family again.
Shabba.
You broke it up.
No, you did.
You did that.
Here's Al. Albert, I feel sorry for you.
No, you know what? She ain't never
You want to be the father to this child. You want to be with Brenda. You love your mother.
Cause out of respect for him. Please read the results. Please read them.
When you told your mother, when you told your
okay.
mother that's my child, what'd she say?
Shit, it's not.
Who wanted the
She did.
Your
She
mother-
did, not him,
Ronnie.
her.
No, she did. She called you.
Yes, I did.
Yes, she did.
Because I'm
She
over
called
it.
you.
The 14-month-old Albert II.
Is his mother right? The results are next.
You are not. You say Rhonda is destroying you and Albert's life.
She absolutely is. She is totally ruining our relationship. She don't want to be his mama. She wants to be his girl. I am the woman in his life. You know what I mean?
I gave Brenda the benefit of the doubt until she crossed the line. Baby Al is not my grandson.
You love Brenda?
I do.
You want to be with her?
I do.
Is that your child?
It is.
When you told your mother that's my child, what'd she say?
Shit, it's not.
When it comes to 14-month-old Albert II, Albert,
You are the father.
you are the father.
You didn't want to be in his life? Nothing to do with it. I don't have nothing to do with you either. It's life, so that's good. That's good, thank you. You got me a present. It's done. It is done. It's done.
Do y'all not understand what you're doing to me?
The action happens right now on Maury. Paternity is the question. And I have the answers. She says that her son is denied for one reason.
Vincent's mom, Sandra.
Sandra's a fat cow. She need to get her hair done with that dusty.
Why do you think it's not his child?
Because Tasha had been in and out of her house. That is not his bed.
Is his mother right?
Vincent?
They're engaged and have 3 children, but their family could change forever because this woman says that Jake is also the father of her twins.
Well, you're the homewrecker. I'm the homewrecker when he was one lying to both of us and cheating on you with me.
Did he cheat on his fiancée one time or all the time?
The lie detector test determined.
Did Jake father these twins?
Jake? They've been married 8 years, 5 kids. He claims he's not the father of any of these children.
You're not my kid, Melania. You whatever. We gon' see. We gon' see.
3 babies.
My wife confessed all 3 kids may not even be mine.
You love those kids.
I love them to death.
What do you think? How many are his?
1.
1.
Is he the father of all 3 kids or none of them?
Brian?
When I open the envelope, who will hear you are the father?
This is Natasha. Backstage is Natasha's ex, Vincent. You see, after returning home, when Vincent came home from a long vacation, Vincent was told by Natasha she was pregnant with her now 2-week-old son, Vincent Jr. Immediately, it begins to deny Vincent Jr. And this is why, because while he was on vacation, Vincent's mom, Sandra, says she said she spied on Natasha and is convinced that Vincent Jr. belongs to one of the many men she saw sneaking in and out of Natasha's house. This is their story.
Natasha spending her 2-week-old baby Vincent Jr. on me, but I don't think I'm the father.
I'm not letting this skank pin her baby on my son.
I was on vacation. When I came back, she came out of nowhere and said the baby was mine.
I saw with my own eyes 3 men coming out of Natasha's house.
I'm stuck in between my mother, who cares for me and never lied to me, and the child that needs his father.
This baby is straight up Puerto Rican. The baby has blue eyes, blonde hair. Who she thinks she's kidding?
If that DNA test proves that I'm not the baby's father, I want my name back.
When that DNA test come back, Tasha, take your shriveled up ass back to the center and take 10 more tests.
What do you think of her?
Sandra's a fat cow. She need to get her hair done with that dusty I know she ain't talking back then. She need to take that pacifier her son out, put it in my son out, be a grandma.
So what you're saying is that Vincent is a mommy's boy.
Yeah, stuck on her breast.
So what you say, you got pregnant before he went away.
Way before he went away. And he wasn't denying my child till her fat behind got in the picture.
Oh, really? Did you know that she was
No, she was spying on me because she calling me all types of names, and she just the name she was calling me.
So were there guys sneaking up in
No, they were sneaking in her house. Vincent denied my child because he got blue eyes. No. not talking. My son is beautiful. You hate because he ain't ugly like your wig. Ugly son.
That is not my son, baby. That is not his baby.
Take your breath out his mouth so he can be a dad. So he can be a dad. So he can be a dad. Mind your business. Mind your business.
All right, Natasha. I want to take a look at your child, Vincent Jr., and take a look at Vincent.
Yeah, go on.
You tell me.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that. Look at them little ass eyes. Them little ass eyes. And them cheekbones. Look at it. Bring the results.
Did you go with him? Or did you just sleep
Yeah, me and Vincent was together for 2 years.
Oh, 2 years. What's he done for Vincent?
He ain't did nothing for my son but buy him a gallon of water. A gallon of water.
This is what they also had to say. Watch this.
Tasha, you no good stinking whore. My son is not your baby's father. And when the tests prove it, stay away from my son.
Here are Sandra and here they are. Vincent,
yes.
Did you think this was your child?
At one point I did.
Uh-huh. When did you change your mind?
Because my mother was telling me that she...
Oh, your mother.
While I was on vacation, she was having guys sneaking in and out.
That is not his baby. That is not his baby. That is not his baby. Go ahead with yourself. You better go ahead with yourself.
You better go ahead. If he didn't believe the child was his, he give him his name. His name Vincent Zaire.
Sandra, why are you so sure? Does that baby look like him?
Yeah, exactly.
No, that baby has blue eyes. My eyes are brown. His are brown. Look at that. See that Puerto Rican baby.
Why do you think it's not his child?
Because Tasha had been in and out of her house when my son was on vacation, and I seen that for myself.
But Vincent, if that's your child, are you going to welcome that child?
Yeah, I'm welcome.
In the case of 2-week-old Vincent Jr., Vincent, you are the father.
I'm still gonna love him. I'm gonna love him regardless. I'm gonna love him. He's my child. I'm gonna love him.
Don't worry about it regardless.
What now, Sandra?
I'm gonna love him regardless. It's all right, though.
What now, Sandra? What now, Sandra?
Come on, baby.
Snatch that wig off. What now? What now, Vincent? What now, Vincent?
I'm still gonna love him.
Man,
I'm gonna love him.
get out my face. Get out my face.
No other choice. That's my only son, and that's his son.
Right.
So that's our son.
Exactly. And I know you're that kind of woman. You'll love that.
I apologize to her.
Okay.
I
Natasha?
apologize.
Oh,
to the family. That's my baby. I'm going to. That's my baby. That's my baby. As long as it's his, it's mine. It's mine. That's our baby. We got to take him together. That's ours. I'd like to apologize, Tasha, deeply, seriously, from the heart. I love you, and I love Vincent Jr.
I want an apology from you, too, for believing your mom.
I apologize to Natasha. It's all right. I'm gonna love him. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
They're engaged and have 3 children, but their family could change forever because this woman says that Jake is also the father of her twins.
Well, I'm the homewrecker. I'm the homewrecker when he was one lying to both of us and cheating on you with me.
Did he cheat on his fiancée one time or all the time?
The lie detector test determined.
Did Jake father these twins?
Jake? 5 kids. He claims he's not the father of any of these children.
You not my kid, Melania, you whatever. We gon' see. We gon' see.
When I open the envelope, who will hear, "You are the father"?
This is Rachel. 2 years ago, Rachel gave birth to these beautiful twin boys, Jeremy and Austin. Now, Rachel believes that this man, Jake, is their father. But there is drama here. You see, when Jake and Rachel had sex, Jake, at the same time, was engaged to this woman, Teresa. In fact, Jake and Teresa are still together. And guess what? They have 3 kids of their own. In fact, Jake claims there was never an affair with Rachel, just a one-night stand. He is not the father of these twins. This is Rachel's story.
Jake and Teresa can deny all they want, but I know that Jeremy and Austin are his. He says we only slept together once, but it went on more than that, and I swear and I know in my heart that these kids are his. My kids mean the world to me. I would give my life up for them. It kills me that they don't even know who their dad is. My kids were 4 months old the last time Jake saw them, and it hurts, and it kills me, the fact that he can be a father to his other kids and not mine. I'm angry and I'm upset at the fact that Teresa encourages Jake to deny those kids. How would she feel if Jake had nothing to do with her kids? Teresa needs to let the past be the past, and Jake needs to get his act together and be a dad to his kids.
Okay. So, of course, we gave Jake and Rachel a DNA test. We also gave Rachel a lie detector test to see if Rachel and Jake did, in fact, have an affair, or was it just a one-night stand? He said it was one night, one time.
Well, my lie detector test is going to prove that wrong today.
Okay, fine. All right. Did you know that he was with her when you had an affair with him?
Every time Jake ever came to me, he always told me that they broke up and that he moved out.
So what did he say when you told him you were pregnant?
He told me, congratulations, who's the dad? When I told him I was sure he was, he told me he watches enough Maury to know every girl says her for sure.
This is what they had to say. Rachel, watch this. Take a look at this.
2 years ago, when Rachel confronted me and told me she was pregnant with Jake's twins, it devastated me.
I made a big mistake when I cheated on Teresa with Rachel. I slept with her one time. I cannot be the father of Rachel's twins.
We've heard from our friends and family that she was sleeping with 2 other guys, and we're praying that Jake is not the father.
This woman wants to pin these kids on me because I am the best looking man she's ever slept with. She's not going to ruin the family me and Teresa have worked so hard to build.
I hate that Rachel won't stay out of my life, and I hate that she's wrecking our family. I don't want to lose Jake.
I just need this crazy woman out of my life. When this test comes back that I am not the father, she needs to take it up with the other 3 guys she was sleeping with.
Here's Jake. Jake, come on out. Here he is. One night stand.
When she got pregnant, yeah.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
And the lie detector test is going to prove different.
Oh, yeah.
Why is she... you think she wants you? Is that the deal?
She just wants me in her life, I'm sure.
It's your fiance, right? You see how upset she is?
Oh, yeah, she's devastated from it. She has been.
You don't think these kids look like you?
No, I don't think they look like me.
You saw them one time when they were 4 months old. You have never seen them since.
Your relationship with your fiance, has it changed because of all this?
Oh yeah, it's hard to keep it together. But we got 4 kids, and we bust every day, all day to take care of them.
Okay. So what's at stake here? What happens if these are your twins?
I just man up, be the man, be the father.
All right, here's Teresa. What's upsetting to you, Teresa?
First of all, she knew that I was pregnant with his kid before she even slept with him.
Yeah, let's do this test. Come on. Oh, yeah, I'm the home wrecker when he was one lying to both of us and cheating on you with me.
You knew he was with me! You knew he was with me!
We're going to find out.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this.
When you and Jake got together, did he tell you that Teresa and he were broken up? You said yes. The lie detector test determined you were telling the truth.
Oh, yeah.
I asked you, how many times did you have a sexual intercourse with Jake? You admitted to our lie detector administrator you slept with Jake over 10 times, and that was the truth. We asked you to do intercourse with Jake in the last month. You said yes. The lie detector test determined you were telling the truth.
Right here.
That's one thing.
I'm going to prove one more time.
The DNA test is more important.
That's it.
The most important thing is, as far as I'm concerned, is the DNA. Because you said Jake would be the father and man up if these were your kids. We're going to find out right now.
I'm ready.
In the case of 2-year-old twins, Jeremy and Austin, Jake, you are the father.
So are you guys going to man up? Are you guys going to be part of their lives or what? I proved it.
Oh, you don't try to sleep with him every time you come around.
Are you going to take care of my kids? Are you going to be there?
Yes, financially, it takes away from
financially,
our
I'm
family.
the one who's been working and taking care of my own kids.
You do not work. You live off welfare, you whore.
Right, okay, yeah, I'm a whore.
You
know,
are.
Look at you, you're a stupid bitch. You're standing here with a cheater in your arms telling him you still love him? What the hell's wrong with you?
What's wrong
I just
with you?
proved to you on TV. Right, I'm at the bar every night. There we go. That's me.
There are all these kids, and now they have half set. You've got. Come on now. Your kids.
You know I was pregnant with this kid when she slept with
Well,
him.
I'll tell you what.
She told me that.
And that was. And that was
You
wrong.
did too. You
That
told
was
me I
wrong.
have a abortion.
I did not.
That's all the past. Now there are all these children, and they're related. Don't you understand that? They're related. And Jake, you got to step up and take care of them all. All right?
I have been.
She better treat my kids better. That's all I got to say to you.
Why do you do that to me? Why did you sleep with her? It's been a month, like 2 weeks ago, you slept with her, Jake. And I knew it, and you didn't tell me.
They've been married 8 years, 5 kids. He claims he's not the father of any of these children.
You're not my kid, Melania. You whatever. We gon' sleep. We gon' sleep.
3 babies.
My wife confessed all 3 kids may not even be mine.
You love those kids.
I love them to death.
What do you think? How many are his?
1.
1.
Is he the father of all 3 kids, or none of them?
Brian?
When I open the envelope, who will hear, "You are the father"?
This is Vanessa, and this is Vanessa's husband, Trorinthian. They have been married. They've been married 8 years. And these are Vanessa's 5 kids. Till months ago, Vanessa says she and Troy were one big happy family.
Yes, we are.
Until all of a sudden, Troy comes up with this idea. He's not the father of any of these children. says he's not the father because he claims a man knocked on his door claiming that he was the father. So then he begins to think, well, if he's the father of two, there must be somebody else who's the father of the other three. Watch this.
I'm here to prove to my husband, Corinthian, that he is the father of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my kids. I've been pregnant for the last 6 years. And how does he repay me? By denying my kids? I don't think so. Corinthian says these kids don't look like him, but they all look alike. They look like quadruplets. Corinthian better be ready when Maury says you are the father for Corinthian, Kalia, Jordan, Koran, and Asante. And when it does, he better get on his knees and apologize to me. I want him to apologize to me, Maury.
You do?
Yes, I do. How can he sit up and deny 5 beautiful kids?
Wait a minute. Y'all been together 8 years.
8 years. I gave him 8 years of my life, 6 pregnancies and 3 years of marriage. So how can he sit up here and deny my kids?
He says this guy knocked on the door and said that he was the father of 2 of your kids.
It was a rumor, Maury. He was dreaming or fascinated with this guy. I want to know what guy he's talking about, Maury. Because it was a guy here. That guy going to help me take care of my kids, Maury. I don't know what you talking about.
You know who your baby dad is. Stop trying to put it on me.
He says you go out all the time. You go to the club.
I go out. I work. I clean. I take care of my kids. When do I go out?
All right. This is what he had to say. Watch this, everybody.
I need answers today. I think my wife Vanessa been lying and cheating on me. I didn't start denying these kids up until 3 months ago. And now I don't think that these are my kids. Vanessa loves going out to the club. My friends told me they seen her bumping the ground out on the dance floor. One of those guys may be those kids' father. One day a man come knocking on my door, saying he was demanding to see his kids. And I know I'm not the father of these kids now. Corinthian, Khalil, George, Karan, Asante, they don't have none of my physique. All my nappy hair, they look straight Mexican. When Mr. Maury read that DNA test and it proves that I'm not damn one of those kids' father, you'll get the boot.
And here he is. Here's Corinthian.
Sir.
You all been together 8 years. Look how far apart you are.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're married.
Yes, sir.
You love those children.
Oh, yes, sir. I love them kids, Maury.
And you're a good father. I read you're
yes, sir.
You're a very good father.
Yes, sir.
So why would you deny this?
All these rumors, Maury.
Rumors?
Yes, sir. Like she going out to the club.
Ain't no rumors. What you talking
she ain't
about?
She ain't out to the club.
Whatever, but when he reads the result, we gon' see. We gon' see who the father.
Hey, all right.
We gon' see who's the father. We gon' see who's the father.
We will see.
Yeah, we will see.
I know.
I want to know about this man, this so-called man. Did you see this man, or did you just hear about
him? In his dream, Maury, in his dream.
Shut up, let me talk. Shut up, let me talk to Mr. Maury. Look at Mr. Maury. No, I didn't see him, but anonymous guy came knocking at the door.
Right.
And he said he wanted to see his kid. So I asked Vanessa.
Wow.
I'm like, well, who this is? She was like, I don't know him.
Just man up and take care of your kids.
Shut up, man. Let me talk.
That's what you do. Man up. Man up and take care of yours.
We're going to find out right now. We're talking about 5 kids, so I got 2 pages to read here.
Look at them. They look just alike. They look just alike. That's my look just alike.
Okay, here we go.
One. Here go one. Let's go,
In the case of 5-year-old Corinthian Jr. Corinthian, you are the father. In the case of 4-year-old Kalia, Corinthian, you are the father. In the case of 3-year-old Jordan, Corinthian, you are the father.
Child support gonna kill his behind.
Wait a minute. In the case of 2-year-old Karan, Corinthian, you are the father. In the case of 11-month-old Asante, Corinthian, you are the father.
I want you on your knees. I want you on your knees and apologize to me for 8 years. 8 years. 6 years of pregnancy, 3 years of marriage. You owe me an apology.
I'm sorry, okay?
What's up?
All right.
What you?
Hey,
You guys gonna be a nice, happy family now?
Yes, everything's all right now.
It's okay now?
Yeah,
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Thank you, Uncle Maury.
Bye.
Bye.
This man begged me to have his miracle child, and when I told him I was pregnant, he said that he didn't sleep with me.
He says he didn't sleep with you when you got...
lied, you got beat, father!
Don't get in my face, bro.
It's too important. The future of this child is at stake. JR. When I open the envelope, who will hear, "You are the father"? This is Erica. Erica is dead set on proving to her ex-boyfriend JR that he is the father of her 5-month-old daughter, Alana. Watch. When Erica met JR, she says she fell madly in love.
Jared told me that he was going to be different from all the other guys, and he promised me the world, and I believed him.
But Erica's love quickly turned to rage when she got pregnant with JR's child.
This man begged me to have his miracle child, and when I told him I was pregnant, he denied his child, and he said that he didn't sleep with me. It was August 15, 2007. We was in his tiny studio with his dad sleeping on the couch, so he can't tell me that he wasn't sleeping with me.
Alone and angry, Erica says she's had enough.
This man promised me that he was gonna marry me and that we were gonna be together forever, and the only trip that I've gotten from him was the trip to the Maury show. I'm tired of doing this by myself. Jared needs to start being there for his daughter.
All right. You say he begged you to have a child with him because the history is he had 2 children who died at stillbirth.
He asked me if I could have his baby, and I told him if it happens, it happens, and then it happened. And then when I found out that I was pregnant, he was fine with it. And then all of a sudden, he just cut me off, and he was denying his baby.
He says he didn't sleep with you when you got...
lied, you deadbeat father!
JR, why are you so upset?
Because Maury, she came out here telling people I begged her for her to get pregnant by me. That's not the... If you love your daughter so much, then why, when Alana was in the hospital, you got a latex glove and you wanted to have sex with me? And I told you no. Come on now. So let's not play that game. Let's not play. Let's not play. Let's not play. Let's not play. Because we can pull a card.
Who was calling me last night trying to have me come over to the hotel? What? And I didn't want to have sex with you. I didn't want to have sex with you.
Let's talk about the facts, all right? You slept with this woman.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So therefore, if you sleep with this woman and you don't wear protection, women can get pregnant.
I am not that baby's father.
She looks just like you.
Listen, I let you talk, let me talk.
I ain't letting you talk.
JR, is that baby...
Man, that baby looked like me a little bit. But, check it. Check it though. Wait, check it out. You see that baby though? You see that baby though?
She's got your eyes.
Check it.
the person she cheated on me with looks like he could be my son.
Okay.
Come on now. Lying or not? Stop lying. I'm lying. I'm not lying. I want to hear nothing.
JR, you've lost a child, right, or two children?
I lost 2.
Okay. You want a child, right?
Yeah, true.
If that's your child, you're going to take care of that child, aren't you?
I do now.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
How you do it? How you do it?
All right, here we go.
You on welfare. You get WIC tax. You don't call me, yo.
So what?
Maury,
At least I'm taking care.
God, whenever the baby needs anything, she won't call me.
In the case of 5-month-old Alana, JR, you are not.
Take it.
No, so I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? It's all good, you know what I'm saying? But when you come here and you saying I don't do nothing, stop lying. You say that you love that girl, right? Yeah. That means that since you were so, you know what I'm saying, you were so strongly that I was, well, what you need to do is go and find that baby's phone. Erica knows that I got 2 dead sons, man, and she told me she was gonna bless me with a child because she know how I felt. But then you tell me that you love me, and then you go and cheat on me, man. So now, instead of losing 2 kids, I lost 3 because I was there for that baby the whole time. Yo, whatever that baby need, I got. Whatever. No matter what. My second son just died, man, a month ago, son. And now I come here, son, and this baby ain't mine, son. Man, yo, man. Yo, I can't deal with it, man.
3 babies.
My wife confessed all 3 kids may not even be mine.
You love those kids?
I love them to death.
What do you think? How many are his?
1.
1.
Is he the father of all 3 kids, or none of them?
Brian?
When I open the envelope, who will hear, "You are the father"?
This is Brian, and backstage is Brian's wife, Tiffany. They have 3 children. Xavier, Brian Jr., and Evan. Recently, Tiffany reveals to him that he may not be the father of any of these children.
Up until 1 year ago, Brian thought he had the perfect family. That is, until his wife, Tiffany, made a shocking confession.
1 year ago, my wife confessed to me that the 3 kids that we have together might not be mine. When she revealed the secret to me, it destroyed me. I had been taking care of 2 kids that might not even be mine, and then there's another one on the way, and she tells me that all 3 kids may not even be mine. I couldn't believe what she was saying to me.
I feel terrible about deceiving my husband all these years. I was only 15 whenever I got with Brian, and a part of me blames myself, you know, because I cheated, but the other part of me doesn't because I just wanted to be free.
Deceived and filled with anguish, Brian is now praying the kids he calls his own really do belong to him.
If any of the kids aren't mine, I'll probably just leave. I'm not going to be her doormat anymore.
I really need him to be a father to these kids because they know him as their daddy.
3 kids, 1 broken marriage. The results of these DNA tests will determine their future.
I read you're a great father. You love those kids.
I love them to death.
In fact, guess what? In the delivery room, how old's Ebony?
9 months.
Okay. In the delivery room with Ebony, there was another guy there.
After she had had the baby, me and her were sitting there, and the other possible baby's daddy came in and asked to hold the child, so she let him hold the child. And then as he's holding the child, he says, "Well, the baby's beautiful. Congratulations. Here,
And left.
And left.
All of yours, do you want to be with Tiffany?
Yes, I do.
Well, we're going to meet Tiffany, all right? Here
love
she
her to
is.
death.
Here's Tiffany. Tiffany. You love Brian?
Yes, sir.
What do you think? How many are his?
One.
One. Do you want to be with Brian?
Yes, sir.
No matter what?
Yes, sir.
What's your biggest fear?
That he'll leave me.
You want to say anything to him?
That I love you, and I pray to God that all three of these kids are yours.
We're going to find out. In the case of 4-year-old Xavier, Brian,
is he the father of all 3 kids or none of them?
Brian.
When I open the envelope, who will hear, "You are the father"? Up until 1 year ago, Brian thought he had the perfect family. That is, until his wife, Tiffany, made a shocking confession.
1 year ago, my wife confessed to me that the 3 kids that we have together might not be mine.
I feel terrible about deceiving my husband all these years. I was only 15 whenever I got with Brian, and a part of me blames myself, you know, because I cheated, but the other part of me doesn't because I just wanted to be free.
Deceived and filled with anguish, Brian is now praying the kids he calls his own really do belong to him.
What do you think? How many are his?
One.
One. What's your biggest fear?
That he'll leave me.
You want to say anything to him?
That I love you, and I pray to God that all three of these kids are yours.
In the case of 4-year-old Xavier, Brian, you are the father. In the case of 2-year-old Brian Jr., Brian, you are the father. In the case of 9-month-old Ebony, Brian, you are not the father. Brian, you love that little girl?
I do.
You love that little girl?
I was the first one and only one she calls Daddy.
I want to tell you something, Brian, okay? I have children that I was the birth father for. I have a child that I was not the birth father for. There is not a smidgen of difference in terms of love. You hear me? If you want to keep that family together and you're sure that both of you all can be faithful, I think you ought to have a go at it. If there's love there, okay? All right? We'll be back right after
I feel relieved now that we, you know the truth. I'm really sorry that Ebony is not yours, and I hope we can still stay together. Because I love you.
I love you too.
The drama on Maury. No one can hide from the results.
On this show, there's she said, there's he said, and there's I said.
It's a jam-packed hour of unforgettable fraternity drama. Kayla can't believe she graduated high school as a teen mom, and she really can't believe that Chris denies being her baby's father.
She sits around and skateboards, playing video games, because that's all we can do with this life. I hate you so much that I had to bring you to this show.
You don't look like that child.
That is the congregation of our whole town.
Oh, shut up, Shut up!
Will he have to spend less time skateboarding and more time being a father?
Chris?
When Mal gave birth, she says her boyfriend started crying. Because their baby looks nothing like him.
This baby is not mine. Look at this baby, boy. Look at that baby.
He was crying in the hospital, but who will be crying when the DNA results come out?
Dumas?
Plus, Ashley just learned from her mother that Bill is her long-lost father.
Grew up without a dad.
I know it's the hardest thing.
But Bill and his daughter have serious doubts that Ashley is truly a part of their family.
I want to believe I'm Ashley's father. Something in my heart tells me I'm not.
Audie, you didn't know she existed.
Will Ashley learn today that this is her sister and that Bill is her father?
Bill?
The DNA results will change the lives of these families forever. Next.
Everyone, this is Mal. Welcome Mal to the show. Now, here's what happened. I mean, you can't make this up. Minutes after Mal gave birth to her daughter, Demaya, Mal looked up to find Dumas, her boyfriend of 5 years, crying over the baby. Mal was touched by that because she thought they were tears of joy until Dumas told her he was crying because the baby looked like a mere cat and was too funny looking to be his child. Since then, Dumas has gone on a mission to ruin Mal's name in the neighborhood. Mal says she has no choice. She didn't want to come here, but she said she had no choice but to go on national television to prove to Dumas that he is Demaya's father.
I have given Dumas my mind, body, and soul for the last 5 years. And now he gonna call me a slut and deny our daughter? How could he do this to us? If it wasn't from my sister, I would be lost. I am tired of Dumas being a deadbeat father. He is trying to make my sister look like a fool. I have begged Dumas to help take care of my daughter, but he has turned his back on us. Today, he's gonna step up and take care of this child, whether he like it or not.
So, Mal's sister Ja's in the audience. We're going to talk to her in a bit, but first, did you look up and see his face and he was crying?
I was in anesthesia, and all I looked up and seen Dumas crying over my baby, saying she looks like a meerkat. I'm hurt, Maury. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the drama. I'm so hurt.
What do you mean you had to come on national TV? What?
I come to national television to tell the world, to let his family know, his friends, his cousin, everybody know that is his baby. His father. Hey, Maury, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
He is her father.
Okay.
Maury,
Yeah.
what year is this?
2010.
I'm 2010% sure that Dumas is the father.
Okay.
Who are you? Who is you? Who is you?
That's his cousin.
You don't know me, Joker. Who is you? You don't know me. And after today, you will love me after today.
You know that's his cousin?
Yeah, I don't know him.
Kevin, that's his cousin.
I
Kevin.
don't know him, Maury.
Okay. Now, your sister, Ja, what has she meant to you?
My sister is the world to me, Maury. My sister is the world to me. I
father, and I refuse to raise my baby in this world without a daddy.
That deadbeat is going to pay today. That deadbeat is going to do something because I'm tired of my sister calling me talking about she needs this and that for her baby. You going to do something for that baby today? Yes, you is.
Bring him out.
Okay. So Dumas is backstage, and this is what he had to say.
When I first saw Mal baby, I cried. I cried because that baby looked like a damn meerkat and not like me. I'm 100% sure this baby is not mine. My cousin Kevin told me Mal was a slut and a skeezer. She cheated on me the whole 5 years that we were together. Mal betrayed me. Mal need to tell the world who her real baby father is. These results is finally going to show America what I already know. Mal's a slut.
Here he is, Dumas. Dumas, take a look at that child. You look like that child.
Man, that baby don't look like me, more. Look at this baby, more. Look at that baby eyes, more. That baby got some big eyes. That baby look like a damn meerkat, baby. Look at that baby don't look like me, more. Look at that baby, more.
And she knows your baby. She knows she's your baby. You gotta own up, step up, and be a man. Be a man.
Man, that ain't my baby.
Be a man.
I cried, more. I ain't cried because I was happy. I cried because that baby is not mine. Look at that baby. Look at that baby eyes, more. Look at her hair. I can't talk. Look at that baby don't look nothing like me, Maury. I don't have big eyes, Maury.
Has two sons.
And they look exactly like me. They look exactly like me.
He begged me for a girl.
Like me.
God blessed us with this girl, and I gotta go get it. Bitch, you better tighten up.
Sit down, sit down.
Tighten up, brother. Tighten up. You better tighten up.
Sit down, please.
Tighten up.
Mal, sit down, sit down. Dumas.
What's up, Maury?
Your cousin Kevin is here.
My cousin always come to me and tell me stuff, Maury. At first, I didn't want to believe him, but I know he ain't gonna lie to me. He ain't gonna lie.
And I'll do it again. And I'll do it again. Here's right. I'll do it again.
Okay, right. Exactly.
He began to make me think he lives for me.
Live for you. Live for you. You ain't nothing. You're a slut. Live for you. You ain't nothing. He ain't gonna lie.
I rock your world, and you know it. He still loves me, Maury. He still loves me.
Wait a second. Wait. Dumas, you still in love with her?
Man, love. Love.
Well, guess what? If that's your child, you'll take care of that child, won't you?
That ain't my child, Maury.
But if it is your child.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of my baby, Maury.
Because guess what? On this show, there's she said, there's he said, and there's I said. When it comes to 2.5-month-old,
you are not the father.
Dumaya. Dumas, you are the father.
Because I'm going to child support. I will be at child support.
I'm probably already on child support. I'm probably already on child support. I'm probably already on child support.
She just shaking on the floor. A whore, a slut. But I just proved you wrong. Step up, baby.
Man, you better get out
my man. You better be there.
Hey, don't get in his face. Let him be
there, Maury.
But don't get in his face. Give him a chance, all right? You said he wanted a girl. Now he has a girl.
Kayla can't believe she graduated high school as a teen mom. And she really can't believe that Kristen I is being her baby's father.
He sits around and skateboards, plays video games, because that's all he can do with his life. I hate you so much that I had to bring you to this show.
don't look like that child.
That is the congregation of our whole town.
Will he have to spend less time skateboarding and more time being a father?
Chris?
The DNA results will change the lives of these families forever.
Everyone, this is Kayla. Welcome Kayla to the show. Now, I want to show you a graduation picture was taken of Kayla. She had dreams of becoming a psychologist. But as you can see in the rest of this photo, those plans were put on hold. But she got pregnant with her daughter, Brianna. Now, if abandoning her dream wasn't painful enough, now this guy, 19-year-old Chris, completely denies that he's the father.
I have been waiting a year and 3 months so that I can prove to Christopher that he is the father of my daughter, Brianna. I've known Christopher since the 2nd grade, and he's grown up to be nothing but a deadbeat who'd rather skateboard than take care of his baby. I'm about to move my daughter across the country, and this is the last chance that Christopher has to be in her life. I plan on going to college and making something out of my life. What does Christopher plan on doing? Doing nothing but sitting on his ass at home. I never imagined that on my high school graduation day, I would be holding my beautiful daughter. Christopher needs to grow up and stop being a punk little bitch before I take our daughter and walk out of his life forever.
Oh my God! Whoa. I hate you so much you don't even understand that I had to bring you to this show.
What happened, Kayla?
I had like 3 DNA tests set up, but he would not go because I had to drag his ass to this Maury show so that I could prove that that is my daughter.
How long have you known him?
I've known him since the 2nd grade. We lived across the street from each other.
So he wasn't there during your pregnancy?
No, he hasn't done anything. He's useless. He sits around and skateboards and plays video games because that's all he can do with his life.
Were you all together long, or was it
On and off for like 3 years because he was cheating on me with 14-year-old girls the entire time.
You think they look alike?
Are you kidding me? This right here. Hi, see these almond eyes and that nose? That is not my nose. That right there. These lips. Look at this. What is that?
Well, guess what? I mean, before we find out the answer, I mean, Chris has his own story. This is it.
Kayla's the type of girl that lies as frequently as she blinks. If you believe a word this slut says, you might as well just believe in Santa Claus, because all she does is tell lies. Kayla's the type of skis that's been obsessed with me since day one and won't get out of my life. I'm not taking responsibility for this baby when I know this bitch has been sleeping all over town. Kayla flaunts her stuff in everybody's face. I wouldn't be surprised if she had sex on the airplane with somebody coming over here. I have sympathy for this baby because this girl is such an unfit mother. I guess the slut's moving out of state, ran out of dudes sleeping in this town. I can't wait for these results because finally I can get this bitch out of my life.
You wanna face him down, huh? Here he is. Here's Chris. Chris, come on out. Child.
No, not at all.
No,
man.
those aren't your eyes. That's not your nose. Your own mom and grandmother and everyone in your family and your best friends tell you that you two look alike, and you tell me you don't?
That is the congregation of our whole town.
Really? Yeah, it is.
That is a group child. That is a group child.
Shut up! It is not your time to talk, Christopher. I don't want to hear you.
Can you tell me how many dudes you've had sex with?
Kayla, now be quiet.
Smile on my face.
Be quiet, because it is his time to talk, okay? You were with her.
Oh, yeah.
Without protection.
Yes.
So how is she not your kid? Like, how is there not a possibility that she could be yours?
Because how is it a possibility that everybody in this audience doesn't have a kid with you?
Oh, shut up, Christopher! You're the one who gave me this 14-year-old little girl! I was with you at that point in time!
If you're the father, are you going to stop skateboarding and take care of a child?
I'm still going to do my personal hobbies that I enjoy, but I will do what I have to do.
He can do anything to help me take care of my daughter like he is now. If he finds out that that's his, he's going to keep going on and doing everything he's doing now and not step up because that's not even in your personality.
In the case of 13-month-old Brianna, Chris, you are not.
Calm down.
It's okay. All right. Now this happens, and I know you're shocked. I know you thought it was his, but it's not. And we'll be glad to help you find the father if you want us to.
Stay out of my life.
Yeah, deuces. I don't want anything to ever do with you never again!
I am not the father.
Oh, tune out! Tune out!
All right, and we'll be glad to help you. I know, Kate.
I saw my friend.
I know. Come here. Stand up here. Stand up. Stephen? Ashley can't believe her high school sweetheart denies her daughter, and she blames one person, his mother.
How can they turn their backs on their own flesh and blood?
That ain't my grandbaby. Stop lying.
Talking to him, not you. Bring the mama's boy on now.
Will the test prove his mother wrong or right? Robert? The DNA results will change the lives of these families forever.
Everyone, this is Ashley. Welcome, Ashley. Now, we're not talking about strangers here. We're not talking about one-time onlys. We're not talking about one-night stands. Ashley thought when she became pregnant with her high school sweetheart, Robert, that their lives would be a fairy tale. Ashley says Robert's evil mother, Robin, tore the relationship apart and brainwashed her son into believing he was not the father of Ashley's one-year-old daughter, Kimora. Today, Ashley says she may have lost her Prince Charming, but she's determined to prove to Robert and his mother that baby Kimora is part of their family.
Robin was my first and only love. We planned our baby Kimora together, and he promised me that he was going to be a good father. He lets his mother Robin brainwash him and turn him against me and my baby, and it hurts. Robert knows this is his child because he begged me to get pregnant. They can hurt me all they want, but how can they turn their backs on their own flesh and blood? My baby deserves to have a father and a grandmother. They have broken my heart, but I would not let them bring my baby down. That is his baby, Mark. That is his baby. That is her grandbaby, and I want the test results to prove it today that he is the father of my daughter.
Okay, now.
That is not my grandbaby.
You ain't got nothing to do with it. You wasn't laying in the bed with us. You don't know what's going on. That's your grandbaby, and you gonna step up and take this.
That ain't my grandbaby. Stop lying.
You need to read the results because I want them to both know that that's their family member too, and she don't have nothing to do with this. It's between me and him.
Well, let me say, wait a second. Let me ask you this. What do you mean you planned this pregnancy?
We planned this pregnancy. When I first met Robert, I was in 11th grade.
When?
When I was in 11th grade. You ain't got nothing to do with it. Why is you still talking? Why is you still talking? You ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm talking to him, not you. That's his daughter. You ain't got nothing to do with this. You come on now, mama's boy. Come on now, mama's boy. Bring the mama's boy on now.
I will.
Bring the mama's boy on now.
Okay, wait a second, Ashley. I want to get the whole story.
And while he talking, we just had sex the other day. He want me to have his little boy. So you don't want me to have your little boy? You said you wanted me to have your little boy. He gonna be a daddy.
Now, this is your sister, right?
Yeah, that's my sister. My sister helped me. She's younger than me, and my sister helped me.
You think your baby looks like him and his mother?
My baby has features. They just mad because my baby, they said because my baby dark skin. I'm dark skin. He ain't got no reason to deny her. She's the best thing in this world.
She told me that ain't my baby.
Whatever, you still gonna be a daddy today, and she gonna be a grandma too. Ain't nobody talking about nothing. You know what's up. You know what's up. Jack was over y'all house this
Well,
Yeah,
this is what
come
Robert.
on,
This is what it.
come on.
This is what Robert and Robin had to say behind the stage.
I've been with this girl Ashley for 3 years, and now we're done. And now she got the nerve to tell me that I'm the father of her baby? There is no way in hell. As my witness, I brought my mom, because she's the only one that I trust.
I love my son with all of my heart. I am not going to let any female fool him into thinking that that baby is his, because it is not.
My mom never lied to me, but Ashley lied to me all the time.
Ashley's been trying to ruin my son's life since day one, and it's going to end today.
I'm not taking care of no child that isn't part of my family tree.
And when these results come back, then justice will be served.
Wow. Here they are, Robert and his mom, Robin. Nice to see you. Good to see you.
Come on, mama boy.
Robert, you sit there.
Come on, mama boy.
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah, what's up, mama boy?
She told you
She
that?
didn't text me my phone. She told my mom
that right? Did you
she
tell
told me.
her?
No, that's
she
not
told
true.
me.
That's not
that ain't true.
No, it
She
ain't
told
true.
me.
You show, baby, you gonna do what you
Now,
gotta
wait
do
a second,
for her
wait a
with the
second.
old boys
Ashley,
there.
this is what I heard from you on that tape.
Okay.
You're very emotional about it. What's with her you don't like?
It's not that I don't really like Ashley. Ashley got a jacked up attitude. If Ashley wasn't hurting and mistreating, trying to mistreat dog my son, I could love Ashley too.
Are you caught in the middle, or do you have a belief here?
Maury. It just, if it is Maury, I want to take care of Maury. I got a little boy right now, Maury.
You do?
Yeah, Maury.
We'll find out. When it comes to 1-year-old Kimora, Robert, you are the father.
I'm going to frame. He my baby
Go frame
dad.
it. Go frame
He my baby.
Ashley just learned from her mother that Bill is her long-lost father.
You grew up without a dad?
And it was the hardest thing.
But Bill and his daughter have serious doubts that Ashley is truly a part of their family.
I want to believe I'm Ashley's father. Something in my heart tells me I'm not.
Audie, you didn't know she existed.
Will Ashley learn today that this is her sister and that Bill is her father?
When it comes to 22-year-old Ashley, Bill,
The DNA results will change the lives of these families forever.
everyone, this is Ashley. Welcome Ashley to the show. See, Ashley has been searching for her father for 22 years. You see, when she was 11, she learned from her mom that a man named Bill was her father. Now, as fate would have it, when she turned 17, Ashley discovered that she and Bill's daughter, Audie, attended the same school. But she still had never met her father. And it was Audie who would ultimately bring them together. Now, Ashley is certain that Bill is her father, but Bill and Audie do have doubts. Doubts that Ashley prays will end today with a DNA test. Watch.
I was about 11 years old. My mother told me, just give me my father's name, and she finally gave it to me, and I was so grateful. She said she knows for a fact. There's no doubt in her mind. I met Audie in high school. I saw her last name on a piece of paper, and her last name was the same last name that he had. I try to have a relationship with Bill, but it doesn't seem like he's really making the effort to have one with me.
When I found out Ashley might be my sister, I was shocked. I never knew my father might have another daughter, and I really hope she's my sister.
I need this DNA test to prove to Bill that he's my father. I think I deserve it because I missed out so much and I want it back.
Okay, so here's the thing. Ashley and her mother, Tammy, they say they're certain that Bill is Ashley's father. And although Tammy refused to appear, she did release a statement. We're going to get to that in a moment. But you grew up without a dad?
Yes, I did, and it was the hardest thing.
How did you and Audie get together?
It was my senior year, and we were doing like a senior project type thing, and I seen her name on a piece of paper.
Her last name?
And yes, it was Audie, and then I saw her last name, and she had the same last name as him, and I was like, this name isn't common. I asked her if she had a father named Bill, and she said yeah. And I asked her because I knew his other kids' names, so I asked her their names, and she said, yeah, that's my brother and sister. And from that moment on, I knew that I found my family.
Audie, you didn't know she existed? No. You want to be her sister?
Yes.
Now here are, by the way, Audie, you called your father.
Yep.
As soon as Ashley made the connection.
Yep.
What did he say?
He said that there was a possibility, but he didn't know.
Take a look at him. You think you look like him?
I do. I think we had the same nose and ears.
This is what Bill had to say. Watch.
4 years ago, I found out a girl, Ashley, could be my daughter. When Ashley contacted me, I was shocked. I admit that in the past, I had sex with Ashley's mother. I have seen Ashley's mom on numerous occasions, and she had told me that I was not the father. I want to believe I'm Ashley's father. Something in my heart tells me I'm not. When I see Ashley, it's hard for me to feel a connection. I see a difference in her from my own daughters. This DNA test is the only way that we will ever know if Ashley is truly my daughter. Regardless of the results, I will always try to have Ashley in my life.
Everyone, here's Bill. Nice to see you. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Bill, I think you laid it out pretty good. But you know, there's one thing you said, and that is you don't feel a connection. What do you mean by that? Because that can be hurtful.
I just feel in my heart that there'd be more of a draw.
If she was yours.
If she was my daughter.
Even though you hadn't seen her in all this time.
But that's maybe where I'm missing it.
Now, do you want that answer to be read by me that
very much so
proves that you are the father?
Very much so.
You want that?
I do want that.
You believe him, Ashley? How about when you got the phone call from your daughter that all of a sudden she had been with Ashley?
And I wanted to say, I told you so, is what my first thought was. But then I got thinking that maybe she had told her that I was the father because the other person she didn't want her to know was the father. So that's where my doubts fall in.
Ashley's mother, Tammy, issued a statement. She couldn't come, but she wanted to say this. She said, I want to apologize to Bill and Ashley for keeping them apart all these years. I hope that one day that they both will forgive me. And Ashley was made out of love, and I am certain that Bill is her father. That's what she said. So we're going to find out. When it comes to 22-year-old Ashley, Bill, you are not. Ashley, if you want to continue to search, and maybe your mom can help us, we'll be glad to pursue this if you want to, okay? I know the DNA tests are very expensive, and we'll be glad to do anything you would like us to do to help. And Bill, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. And you too are. We'll be back right after this.
Ashley just found out that Bill is not her father. After the show, she calls her mother, and what happens is truly shocking.
Oh my God.
David found out his daughter could be another man's baby.
It hurts so bad.
2 men tested. One shocking result.
David, James,
Maury. The DNA results will change the lives of these families forever.
With my next guest, David, met this woman, Nicole, love at first sight. He knew instantly that she was his soulmate. So naturally, David was overjoyed when he found out just 2 weeks later, Nicole was pregnant with his child. But then, out of the blue, Nicole drops a bombshell. Nicole revealed that David may not be the father of her unborn baby, and that another man named James might be the father. So today, baby Ivory is 1 year old. David is the only father. David's the only father she's ever known. Watch.
When I found out Nicole was pregnant, I was happy. I was thrilled. I was glad to be a dad. When Nicole told me I might not be mine, it hurt so bad. It hurt me inside, and it made me cry. I don't know what to believe, because everyone tells me she's not. I really want her to be my daughter. My family means everything. My family means my heart and soul. If I'm not Ivory's father, I'll have to leave, because I can't stay with Nicole or the baby and raise a baby that's not mine.
Now, I want everybody to know, for the record, the other fella wants to be the father, as well as David. How'd you feel when she said this to you?
It hurt bad, because Ivory's my heart and soul. I've been there since Ivory was born, and I love Ivory with all my heart.
Right. You think she's your daughter?
Yes, I do. I believe it, and I want her to be my daughter.
You think she looks like you?
Yes.
David, what was the best moment in your life?
Being there for Ivory's birth, getting to cut the umbilical cord.
You met James?
Yes, I have.
What do you think of him?
I think he's worth his for the last... For the last 14 months, Ivory's been born. I've had job after job buying diapers, wipes, formula. He ain't once brought over diapers, wipes, or formula.
Are you going to stay with Nicole if she's not?
No, I can't raise a baby that's not mine.
Okay, we're going to talk to James in a moment. First, there's Nicole, of course. Let's hear what she had to say.
David means a lot to me, and if I lose him, I'm gonna be nothing without him. I got pregnant in the very beginning of my relationship. I kept a big secret from David. Right before me and David got together, I had sex with a guy named James. Now I don't know who's the father of my daughter Ivory. David has always been a good father. He's always been there for her. All I want is for him to be the father.
Okay, everybody, welcome Nicole. Here's Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Good to see you. Nicole, have you learned a big lesson in all of this?
Yes, I have.
What's the lesson? Because I know a lot of women out there are probably going through what you're going. What's the lesson? Don't sleep with 2 men at the same time. How about that? So what type of father is David?
He is a really good father. And if David leaves me, I'm going to be nothing without him. My life is going to be hurt. I'm going to be torn.
Okay, James is here, and he's also kind of angry. He says he's adamant that your daughter is his child. He thinks it is. Here he is, James. James, come on up. James, nice to see you. Well, James, you think that child looks like you?
Yes.
You think you're the father of that child?
Yes.
You tried to get in that child's life?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Is that true, David?
I've told him where we live in it, and he's promised to come over and buy diapers and wipes. He's promised to do everything for the baby. He's promised to just tell me when she needs diapers and wipes, and I'll come over, and he never shows up or nothing like that.
Okay. James, what do you think of David?
I think, honestly, he's not a good father.
He's not a good father?
Nah.
Nicole, you think David's a good father?
Yes, I do. He is a better father.
If you're the father, you're going to get into this child's life, James?
Yes.
Okay, let's find out right now. When it comes to one-year-old Ivory, David,
2 men tested. 1 shocking result.
David, James.
The DNA results will change the lives of these families forever.
When I found out Nicole was pregnant, I was happy. I was thrilled. I was glad to be a dad. When Nicole told me I might not be mine, it hurt so bad. It hurt me inside, and it made me cry. If I'm not Ivy's father, I'll have to leave because I can't stay with Nicole or the baby and raise a baby that's not mine.
I kept a big secret from David. Right before me and David got together, I had sex with a guy named James. Now I don't know who's the father of my daughter Ivory.
When it comes to one-year-old Ivory, David, you are not the father. When it comes to one-year-old Ivory, James, you are the father.
See, I told you.
David.
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. All right. Nicole? Nicole.
I'll still be with you.
You are not the father.
Ashley just found out that Bill is not her father. After the show, she calls her mother, and what happens is truly shocking.
Oh my God!
The DNA results will change the lives of these families forever. Early, 22-year-old Ashley was here praying that a DNA test would prove that a man named Bill is her long-lost father, and that Bill's daughter, Audie, is her long-lost sister.
Grew up without a dad?
Yes, I did, and it was the hardest thing.
I want to believe I'm Ashley's father. Something in my heart tells me I'm not.
You want to be her sister?
Yes.
When it comes to 22-year-old Ashley, Bill, you are not.
After the show, Bill and Audie were with Ashley for support as she called her mother to explain what happened on the show.
Hey, Mom. He's not my father.
During this phone call, Ashley learned that there are 2 other men who could possibly be her father.
Oh my God!
I just want you to know that it doesn't matter that you're not my daughter. I love you as a person. I love you, and I didn't need this test. What matters is in your heart, my heart, and the people around you that love you's heart.
We commend Bill for welcoming Ashley into his family in spite of the DNA test. Keep watching future shows to find out if Ashley learns who her father is. Until next time, America.
The incredible drama on Maury. There'll be more truth and more consequences. Jesse denies Stephanie's daughter, but he provides everything for Jasmine's son. And Stephanie's mother is furious.
One woman with a baby denied. One woman with a baby claimed. And 2 DNA tests that will reveal the stunning truth.
Jesse.
These 2 women are here united to prove that Sam is the father of both of their children.
Not my kids!
These girls are psycho.
Why are we crazy? Because we have a lame-ass baby daddy. He don't do nothing.
2 DNA tests. Is Sam the father of 1 baby, 2 babies, or none?
Sam.
An even more explosive DNA drama. The paternity of Vicky's baby girl is questioned by her 66-year-old boyfriend.
I don't have time for this.
I didn't want a relationship with her. I wanted her to be one of my toys.
He might be the oldest man ever to take a DNA test on this show. Is Edward the father?
Edward.
It's unbelievable paternity drama next.
Everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome Stephanie to the show. Now, everyone, this is Stephanie's mother, Samantha. Welcome, Samantha. Now, they're here today to prove that a guy named Jesse is the father of Stephanie's 17-month-old daughter, Samaya. Now, according to Stephanie and her mom, Jesse never denied Samaya until he got with his new girlfriend, Jasmine. Here's the twist. Jasmine has a baby as well, 8-month-old Jesse III. Jasmine claims that Jesse is her baby's father. So does all of this sound confusing? Guess what? We've done DNA tests on both those children. So we're going to put an end to the paternity drama once again. Maybe Jesse's not the father.
No, he is the father.
He is the father?
Yes, he is the father.
Maury, Jesse is the father. Jesse is the father. I was there. Spent the night at my house with my daughter, Maury, and when I got up, he was waking up, and we sat at the dining room table, and he told me how much he wanted to be with my daughter and that he was going to be with my daughter.
Whoa, wait a minute. They slept together one time.
We slept together one time. That's all it takes.
Jesse is a liar, and so is Jasmine. They are both liars.
When you got pregnant, did you tell him you were pregnant?
Oh, I told him I was pregnant. He said he was going to be there. But is he? No. Has he? No. He came to the hospital, signed her birth certificate. That's about it. What had you got my daughter? Nothing.
Maury.
Nothing.
17 months. Do you know who's taking care of that baby? Financially, I have taken care of that baby. I spent well over $2,000 on that baby before she was born. And I'm mad as hell.
You think they look alike?
They look just alike. Look.
What?
Look at this.
She's just like her
Look
dad.
at this.
Just like her dad.
So you think he's denying all this because...
Jasmine is Jasmine, Jasmine, Jasmine. Whatever she said, go.
What about her son?
He caught her in the bed with another dude.
And the dude contacted Stephanie on Facebook and called Stephanie and said that was his baby.
You don't think that Jasmine's baby is his? Okay, we're about to meet Jasmine and Jesse, but before we do, here's what they had to say.
Me and Stephanie only had sex one time, and we used protection. I really don't think I'm the father of Samaya, and my girlfriend Jasmine knows it too. Stephanie even tried convincing my that he was the father of the baby. My even showed me a picture of Samaya, saying it was his daughter.
I know Jesse isn't the father of Stephanie's baby. That girl is a liar, and I want her to stay the hell away from me and my family.
Only reason Stephanie trying to say I'm the father of this child because she want my money.
Stephanie is so jealous that I have Jesse. Too bad, bitch, he's mine, and he already has a family. I hate Stephanie's mother, Samantha, with a passion. She calls and texts me and says that Jesse isn't the father of my son. How dare she?
If this test proves that I'm not the father of Samaya, I want you out of my life.
There they are, Jesse and Jasmine.
How you doing, Maury?
Fine, how are you? You're the father of Jesse the Third?
I'm the father of Jesse III, and I possibly could be the father of Samaya. You know?
Oh, you said it could possibly be,
Possibly,
right?
yeah. I got doubts, Maury, because my told me, you know what I'm saying? My told
Came
me
to
he was
his
the
grandma's
father.
house with pictures.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that you love Stephanie, and you didn't tell me you
I don't love Stephanie.
And you didn't tell me that you're only with Jeremy.
We can't.
You ain't got no He loves me. That's why you ain't get up. Just shut up.
You signed the birth certificate.
Of course, because I thought it was my daughter till my told me it was his.
Okay. Now they're talking that Jesse the Third, not your son. That's what they say.
Man, that boy looked just like me, man.
He
You
says
the main problem, Samantha. You
was
the problem. You better protect Sarah. You
I'm going to settle this. All I want to know, you're going to be the father if you're the father.
And Maury, man, I love that girl, man. Man, I love her.
No, you don't. You should.
Jasmine, you think she's jealous of you?
Yeah, because I'm with him. Because I'm with him and she ain't. Oh, she don't need him. She don't
Okay. We're going to settle this once and for all.
Yeah, because she got to
When it comes to 8-month-old Jesse the Third, Jesse, you are the father. When it comes to 17-month-old Samaya, Jesse, you are not. Stephanie.
I know,
Stephanie.
but it is.
That
can't be right. I know,
Stephanie.
baby, but it is.
Stephanie, we'll be glad to help you. Look, if he wasn't there for you to start with, he's not going to be there now. So let's go find the father of your child, and then maybe he can get into his life, all right? This is not necessarily a bad thing. Come on over here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Samantha, come on over here. Wait a second.
I'm sorry.
Jesse, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I was right. I'm happy.
Okay, all right, he accepts
But
it,
you
okay?
need to keep her under control. She don't need to contact us no more.
Now
Now that I know, goodbye. Whatever. And I got a lot of it.
That's the only one I slept with.
I know.
Can't be. Has to be somebody else. These two women are here united to prove that Sam is the father of both of their children.
Not my kids. These girls are psycho.
Why are we crazy? Because we have a lame-ass baby daddy. We don't do nothing.
2 DNA tests. Is Sam the father of 1 baby, 2 babies, or none?
Sam.
Incredible, shocking DNA results. Next.
Everyone, this is Angie. Welcome Angie to the show. And everybody, this is Jamie. Welcome Jamie to the show. Now, I'm telling you right now, this picture of the two of them together, no one would have ever thought it, because they used to be sworn enemies. But they have come united here today as mothers determined to prove to this man, Sam, that he is the father of both of their sons. Angie's 10-month-old son, Aiden, and Jamie's 18-month-old son, Alex. Watch.
I'm Angie, Sam's ex, and I could not be more positive that he is the father of my son, Aiden. Sam knew that I was pregnant before we even took the test.
I'm Jamie, and I was with Sam first, and he was happy when we found out we were having a baby. When I was 4 months pregnant, he left me, and he got with Angie, and then he started to deny our son.
Sam says my son does not look anything like him, which is stupid. Look at him. Everything about him is Sam.
And Sam doesn't see himself in my son, Alex, either. But Alex has his big head, his hairline, and his eyes, too.
Enough is enough already.
Sam is a jerk, and we're not going to take this anymore.
Why are you so angry?
Because Maury, my baby is 9 months old.
Right.
Sam was there the whole time until this last month.
In other words, he was there all during the pregnancy?
He was there the whole pregnancy, went to every doctor with me, was there changing diapers, making bottles.
And then the last month, what happened?
He got a new girlfriend.
Now, Jamie, does that sound familiar?
Yeah, it does. He was a good dad for about the first, I'd say, 6 months. And then just out of nowhere, he just completely stopped taking care of him. Didn't want me to bring him over. Didn't want to take him to the zoo. Didn't want anything to do with
no problem.
kids.
Either way.
My kids. All right. So now it's time to meet Sam. This is what he had to say.
Maury, I know I'm not the father of these kids. I never should have messed with Jamie in the first place. I feel like a complete idiot. Jamie told me she was pregnant after we broke up. If that doesn't sound weird to you, I don't know what does. Then there's Angie. She was having sex with me, her husband, and a friend of mine. Then Angie tells me she's positive that I'm the father. You do the math. Neither one of these kids look like me. Angie's kid smiles just like my friend, and Jamie's kid has a big head. These girls are psycho, and they need to stop harassing me. When the DNA test comes back and proves that I'm not the father of these children, I want both of these girls the hell out of my life.
I'm ready for this.
All right, here he is. Okay. Sam? All right,
Why y'all are clapping for? She tells me I'm not the father. She calls me on the phone. Tell me I'm lying. Tell him I'm lying.
I tell him out of anger, I said it.
Out of anger.
What? Did I cheat?
Out of anger.
All right. What's the story on Jamie's son?
Yeah, what is the story, Sam? Because I still don't know.
We wouldn't work out.
Because we didn't work out, that's not your kid?
I try to take care of my kids. I try to take care of my kids.
No. He wanted me to sign
money
my
hungry,
rights
period.
over.
She wants child
That's
support.
Why he said he would be a
That's all
dad
it is.
if I signed my rights over.
Money hungry. She's
Never
money hungry.
money hungry.
She's money hungry.
How many times the
I
last
told
2
you
weeks
I'll
have
keep
you got
them.
money
I
from
told
me?
you I'll keep them, period.
In the last 2
And
weeks,
you want
who you
why?
got money
You want
from?
why? You want why?
Who you got money from in the last 2 weeks?
You want your government check. That's why. That's why.
Did you tell my producers these two women were
Why
crazy?
are we crazy? Why are we crazy? What?
Look at
Because we have a lame-ass baby daddy.
Look at
He don't do nothing. What does he do? When have you bought her pants and diapers? When have you bought her pants and diapers? When have you bought anything?
When have you?
Okay.
Mommy pays for everything
Right.
for you, right?
Now,
But my kid's taken care of.
take a look at those two kids. What do you think?
Look at that machine ass hairline. Look at that machine ass hairline.
Come on.
Her kid looks just like her brother.
Seriously, you're going to tell me Aiden does not look
look like
It's
you?
a resemblance, but I know another guy. I know another guy that looks similar to me.
Sam.
That you was talking to right before we broke up.
So what I'm saying, Sam, is if these are your kids, you'll step up and be responsible.
I would be responsible. I was responsible
Why are you
before
laughing?
we came on here.
Jamie, why are you laughing?
Sam stated last night specifically, I don't care what that test results say, I got nothing for Alex.
I said I ain't got nothing for her. I said I ain't got nothing for her. That's a lie.
He ain't gotta have nothing for me. I can find better any day. But let me tell you right now, you're gonna let your baby go without a dad?
Text messages.
You're gonna let your baby go without a
I got
dad?
text messages right now.
Well, we're gonna find out. When it comes to 18-month-old Alex, that's Jamie's son, Sam, you are the father.
Come say something. Say something about it. Look at that big head, my ass.
When it comes to 10-month-old Aiden, Sam, you are the father. Now, don't get in his face. Let him try to be the parent you want him to be, okay?
Three years ago, Tashonda told her husband a devastating secret.
I can't have a baby. Now my tubes are tied.
She thought if she told you, you would have never married her.
I still would have.
You still would. I still would. Our show paid for an operation, and Tashonda had her miracle baby. But get this, her husband thinks that someone else is the father.
Use the pappy. Use that pappy. Use that pappy.
Is her husband or another man the father of a miracle baby?
Travis.
Incredible, shocking DNA results. Next.
Everyone, this is Tashonda. Welcome Tashonda back to the show. Now, three years ago, Tashonda brought her husband Travis to our show. And she brought him here because she wanted to confess a shocking secret to him. You see, Travis believed that he and Tashonda were trying to conceive a child. But it was a lie. Because Tashonda then confessed to Travis that her tubes were tied and she would never be able to give him the biological child he so desperately wanted. Watch.
And what does he want more than anything else?
Kids.
So what's your secret?
That my tubes are tied. I can't have kids.
Ever since Tashonda told me she had a secret, I've been frustrated, I've been upset, I've been mad. I hope whatever Tashonda's keeping from me will not destroy our marriage.
Here's Travis. Travis, come on out. Tell him why you're here.
The secret I've been hiding from you is that I can't have a baby. That my tubes are tied.
She thought if she told you, you would have never married her.
I still would have.
You still would.
I still would have.
So guess what? After the show, they got married. And to take it a step further, we decided to help these newlyweds, and so we paid for Tashonda to have her tubes untied. Then she got pregnant numerous times, but could not hold a baby to term. Until she got pregnant with now 5-month-old Sanasia Maury. Now get this. After all of what we just talked about, all of this history, Travis, her husband, does not believe he is the father. And he wants the paternity test, and that's why they're here. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Sanasia Maury.
you. Yes.
What's the Maury?
That's named after you.
Me?
Yes.
So, this is what I'm getting. Everything is good for you all, except for this.
Except for this. I pushed her out, and instead of him crying, it was like... mean, I was waiting on some type of reaction. It was just like, who is this?
He doesn't accuse you of...
Oh, yes, he does. I don't know who. Thank God my mailman is a woman, because I probably slept with her. So I have no idea.
Well, I mean, Travis is a good guy. I think he's just gone a little off the, off his
He's
rocker.
off the handle, the rocker, the swing, whatever you want to call it. But after these results, he gonna jump back on it.
Okay. This is what he had to say.
I love my wife, Kashana, with all my heart. Our relationship is basically over because I don't think I'm the father of the nation. We was on a show 4 years ago, and my wife, Tashana, told me that she couldn't have kids because her tube was tied. Maury was so amazing, he paid to get her tubes untied. We tried so hard, but she just kept having miscarriage after miscarriage. I don't believe I'm the father of Zanasia because the doctor told me that I had a very low sperm count. I also talked to a couple of Tashonda's friends. They told me she was sleeping with another guy at the time that she got pregnant. This whole situation has been so hard. All I wanted is the baby to be mine.
You know, what? That's your husband.
I don't care. We don't even sleep in the same room anymore. He's been living out of a suitcase since I had this baby.
What do you mean? You mean in another room?
He moved out of our room because he don't think she... Don't move that chair back. because he don't think she is.
Here he
Bring
is,
this
Travis.
idiot out.
I still like him. Here's Travis.
Look at that nose. That nose, the lips. Look at them ears. See how them ears slow? Look at.
I've been so shocked on this show.
If he didn't cut this, it'll look just like that. The only thing this baby got of mine is my eyes and my hair. Thank God she didn't get his hair. That's your baby. Use the pappy.
Not until I find out what's going on first.
Use the pappy. Use that baby daddy. Use that pappy. 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 It don't matter. Keep the pappy.
Let us talk. Okay. You does this. Now, you text him on the phone. Yeah. You get a text and you walk out. You walk out, go out in the room. If that would have been me, it would have been different story.
You would have had to show her all the text, right? You would have had to show her all the text, right?
He too nosy. He too. I ain't got to share nothing with you. That's my phone. Is my phone. I pay my bills. Got to share nothing.
It's because you think you have a low sperm count and all this kind of stuff. You don't.
That's not my problem.
That's exactly what the doctor told me.
That's not my problem.
That's exactly what the doctor told me. He told me that it was
a pretty much chance. All you need is one little swimmer to get up in there. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
We're going to find out right now. Because I know, Travis, I know you want me to read the right thing.
Right.
Read them. Use that pappy.
When it comes to 4-month-old Zanasia, Travis, you are the pappy.
Okay. Take care of my baby.
You're two loving people, and I know you're going to be great parents for this child, okay? Have fun. Have a great life.
The paternity of Vicky's baby girl is questioned by her 66-year-old boyfriend.
I don't have time for this.
I didn't want a relationship with her. I wanted her to be one of my toys.
He might be the oldest man ever to take a DNA test on this show. Is Edward the father? Edward. Incredible, shocking DNA results. Next.
Everyone, this is Vicky. Welcome Vicky to the show. Now, Vicky is 38 years old. I mention her age because of a relationship she's in She's in a relationship with a 66-year-old man named Edward. Now, I want to tell you something. This is not a show about opposites attract. They're here for a paternity test. You see, Edward suspects that Vicky cheated on him and that their 2.5-year-old daughter, Kaylee, is not his. We've given them a paternity test, but you know, it goes farther than that because Edward's so upset we had to give Vicky a lie detector test, too. The relationship is falling apart.
Yes.
A 66-year-old guy.
Yeah.
A guy who is 28 years older than you.
Right.
He has... You're 38. He has daughters older than you.
Right.
Let's see, Kaylee. Let's see, Edward. You think they're looking...
Oh, I know.
Really?
Yes. I know.
So he accuses you of going out after work, having sex with other people, doing all this stuff.
Yes.
Okay. This is what Edward, your man, had to say.
Vicky and I were very happy when we found out she was pregnant. We spent every doctor's appointment together. I began to have doubts about the baby being mine from rumors that I had heard coming out of her workplace. I ran into one of her coworkers and she said, do yourself a favor and have a DNA done because the baby may not be yours. I found a note stating that one of 3 other men could have been the father to that baby. I'm 66 years old and I don't have time for this bull. If I find out that Vicky has cheated on me with other men and that Kaylee is not mine, I will probably leave her.
You love him?
Yes.
You love him dearly?
Yeah.
I think he probably loves you, don't you?
I'm sure that he does, but I can't continue these accusations.
Well, we're going to find out all about that today because we have a DNA test and a lie detector. Here's Edward, everybody. Edward, come on out. Good to see you. Edward, first of all, if you're going to be with a 38-year-old person, you have a strong feeling towards her.
She pursued me to the point that after 6 months, I couldn't say no to her anymore, and I finally gave in to her.
Yeah.
I want to tell you something, Ed. I want to tell you something, Edward.
I'm sure it
if
took
I was
a lot
66
of convincing.
and I had a 38-year-old woman pursuing me, it wouldn't have taken me 6 months.
What she failed to tell you
yes.
was at the time she got involved in my life, I had 4 other women.
But you seem to be pretty suspicious here.
Exactly.
Well,
and
when
I'm
we
being accused
when
and
we
accused
first got
and
together,
accused.
I didn't want a relationship with her.
But
I
you
wanted her to
got
be one of my toys.
Something, okay, Edward? All right? Here's the difference. Here's the difference. This is a toy. That is a woman.
Toy. Thank you. I'm a toy.
Okay. I think under all this, you love her dearly. I think you love her.
Well, he's got to stop the accusations. I can't do
Well,
this
we're here.
anymore.
We're going to do all that right now. First, the most important thing is...
the DNA.
Let's find out. Because that's a beautiful little girl.
Yes, she is.
When it comes to 2-year-old Kaylee, Edward, you are the father. Now, all the other stuff. Vicky, you were asked during your relationship with Edward, have you had sex with any of your male co-workers or bosses or whatever? You said no. The lie detector determined
The drama's not over. The results of the lie detector test are coming up.
The lie detector determined
Amber is not sure if James, his cousin LaRon, or his cousin Carnell is the father of her baby.
She slept with all my cousins. Ain't no telling who that baby daddy is.
We only half of the equation. We only half of the equation.
One baby and 3 cousins tested. Which man is her baby's father?
James, LaRon, Carnell.
Incredible, shocking DNA results. Next.
This past Christmas, Amber received the best present any woman could hope for. She gave birth to a healthy, beautiful baby boy named Malachi. But there's one serious problem here. See, Amber is unsure who Malachi's father is. Amber believes that it could be this man, James. And if it's not James's baby, it's James's cousin, LaRon's baby. And if it's not LaRon's baby, it's LaRon's cousin, Carnell's baby. So Amber admits she made a big mistake, but she's here today to right a wrong and find baby Malachi's dad.
I love my son Malachi more than anything in the world. But I made a big mistake when I got pregnant. I slept with a few guys around Christmas time, and I have no clue who his father could be. I brought 3 cousins to the show, James, Carnell, and LaRon, and I truly believe in my heart that one of these guys is my son's father. I was honest with all 3 of these guys, and it disappoints me that none of them has stepped up to help me. Malachi is 4 months old. I take care of him, I raise him, and that everybody else needs to step up and take a responsibility as well. My son don't know who his father is. I mean, he's missing out on the other half of his life right now.
You know what they're saying?
Yeah, it's not theirs.
It's not theirs?
Yeah.
So there's more than 3.
That...
So, well, this is what they had to say, these guys, all right?
My name is James, and I am not the father of baby Malachi.
I'm Carnell. I'm James's cousin, and I'm not the father of Amber's baby Malachi.
I'm James and Carnell's cousin LaRon, and Amber, you know that ain't my baby.
I ain't even had sex with her. She tripped.
She slept with all my cousins. Ain't no telling who that baby daddy is.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, she slept with my cousins, all of them. Now she want to call me up here telling me I'm the baby dad. Real tight. I ain't even going for all that.
When the test come back for this baby, and neither one of us is the father, you got some searching to do, Amber.
All right, here they are. It's Carnell and LaRon. Here they are. By the way, this is your sister, Jennifer. What's wrong?
Yeah, they're at her house every day, all day, every day.
Now?
Using her, yeah, every day.
You all think it might not be any of you.
We only half of the equation. We only half of the equation. There's a bunch of other cats at home right now who need to be taking tests.
Let's find out for crying out loud. When it comes to 4-month-old Malachi, James.
One baby and 3 cousins tested. Which man is her baby's father?
James, LaRon, Carnell.
Incredible, shocking DNA results. Next.
I love my son Malachi more than anything in the world. But I made a big mistake when I got pregnant. I slept with a few guys around Christmas time, and I have no clue who his father could be. I brought 3 cousins to the show, James, Carnell, and LaRon, and I truly believe in my heart that one of these guys is my son's father.
I ain't even had sex with her. She tripped.
She slept with all my cousins. Ain't no telling who that baby daddy is.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, she slept with my cousins, all of them. Now she want to call me up here telling me I'm the baby dad. Real tight. I ain't even going for all that.
When it comes to 4-month-old Malachi, James, you are not the father. When it comes to 4-month-old Malachi, LaRon, you are not the father.
Hey, what you gonna do?
And when it comes to 4-month-old Malachi, Carnell, you are not. Jennifer, we'll be glad to help you. These three guys are not the father. But we'll
They ain't anyway. It don't even matter.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we'll be glad to help. You know who it might be, Jennifer?
Yeah, they just didn't want to come.
Okay. If you can convince them to come, if you all want them to come back, we'll be glad to have them, all right? A DNA test revealed the truth. You are the father.
I never denied it.
The drama's not over. Is she cheating on her much older boyfriend? The results of the lie detector test are next.
The lie detector determined
incredible, shocking DNA results. Next.
Now, Vicky is 38 years old. I mentioned her age because of a relationship that she's in. She's in a relationship with a 66-year-old man named Edward. They're here for a paternity test.
Vicky and I were very happy when we found out she was pregnant. I found a note stating that one of 3 other men could have been the father to that baby. I'm 66 years old and I don't have time for this bull.
You seem to be pretty suspicious here.
Exactly.
Well,
and I'm being accused
when
and
we
accused
first got
and
together,
accused.
I didn't want a relationship with her.
But
I
you
wanted her to
got
be one of my toys.
Let's find out about the DNA. When it comes to 2-year-old Kaylee, Edward, you are the father. Now, all the other stuff. Have you had sex with any of your male co-workers or bosses or whatever? You said no. The lie detector determined you're telling the truth. You were asked if during your relationship with Edward you've had sexual intercourse with any of your male neighbors. You said no. The lie detector determined you are telling the truth. You were asked if during your relationship with Edward you've had sex with any of your ex-boyfriends. You said no. The lie detector determined you are telling the truth.
What? I'm the cheater?
You were asked if during your relationship with Edward you have had sexual intercourse or any sexual contact of any kind with any other man other than Edward. You said no. The lie detector determined you are telling the truth.